everybody, how are you doing? It's me back again with another stream here. Sorry, I know we were going to start at 2, but I got a lot of sleep. I mean, I got a whole lot of sleep. I slept until about 3 p.m. And just woke up. Once again, we're back upstairs because I have not yet been released from laying on the couch, even though my ankle is better, as we join in with more LA Noire, the Homicide desk, to go through and investigate the case of the studio secretary murder. Special thanks out there to our Patreon supporters: Jeremy, the Back No Wayland Roach, Beaton, Dozer, the Trash Panda, the Weather Fox, Mark Beckbar, Mama T, Nether Links, Uncle Kage, Dante PD, Lisa Lupe, Mark Phaedrus, Petrov Neutrino, Sarathan, Tezcat, Magic Jag, Tyrant, Brophy Wolf, Buddy Goodboy Esquire, David Hunter, Ed B, Kali, Feck, Ghost Goat, Grace Jane Gallinger, Ian Delahorn, Maelstrom, Mark Whipple, Michael Blocker, Pandemonium Hawk, Pupson, Sean Rabbit, The Dragon Show, and Ziggy. And I just sort of minimized everything. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh! I'm tired. I slept way too long. I should not have slept as long as I did. I needed it, but I still should not have slept away pretty much the entire Sunday morning and well into the afternoon. Let me know how the sound mix is. I played with it a little last night after the stream. So I'm not sure how it's doing, to be honest. Why does every woman in Los Angeles just wander alone near railroad tracks at night? What's the... Like, is that the thing you do in LA? You get drunk and go to the rail yard?
Yes, I'm aware that it's an election year. Keep a hold of your hat, Counselor. Now is not the time to lose your nerve. It would appear that someone has hocked a rose gold wedding ring and matching engagement ring. Sound familiar?
Deirdre Muller.
Press the pawnbroker and see what you can find out. The address is 348 South Main Street. The Muller case goes before the grand jury next week, and the DA does not want any egg on his face. Then get out to the railroad depot on Santa Fe Avenue. We have another poor unfortunate found this morning beside a railroad line. 40-year-old white woman.
Why?
Right, Skipper.
Like, it's so obvious at this point that there is a pattern.
Another body and Deirdre Muller's ring. The Emperor may soon have to come to terms with the fact that he's wearing no clothes.
What exactly did you get that book of riddles shoved up your ass, Phelps? Is that what your old man paid college tuition for?
Like, yeah. Because my dad loved me. I was going to be a poet. And then I took the entire left-hand turn, just all at once, and decided to go into law enforcement. By the way, as always, if you like the shit we do here, you can subscribe via Twitch Prime, toss bits in our face, all that shit.
You've got to admit, this is looking odd.
Anyone could pawn a ring.
But if you take it along with all of the other indicators...
Cole, Hugo Moeller was identified by the school's groundkeeper. He's our guy.
Witnesses have fingered the wrong guy before.
By the way, if you're hearing the child cry in the background, the reason is he got a bath, and he wasn't happy with that development. So that's why it's not like I'm ignoring the fact my son is back there crying. Why are you behind me? Oh my God. It's not that I'm ignoring the fact my son is crying. It's just I know he's crying because he was bathed. So.
Ran, for God's sakes.
And he always maintained he was set up.
Like, after last night, I don't trust this dog. Whatsoever. I don't trust him. Last night convinced me the dog is not trustworthy. Alright. right, let's go talk to the pawnbroker. I'm sure we're going to say completely racially sensitive things to this person.
Help you boys?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. You have a rose gold wedding and engagement ring?
David Bremner. Am I gonna get something for this pledge? I gave that bum money, now you guys are gonna leave me short.
How much did you give him?
50 bucks?
Try another number.
20?
Try 10. Feel lucky you're getting it.
I have the rings right here.
Hi, Silence and QQH. Alright.
What's this mark here?
Maker's mark. Usually traceable. That one came from Hartfield's Jewelry down on Broadway.
Thanks for the tip.
Does the other ring show the same thing?
Does this mark mean anything?
Hallmark. Gives you an idea of the quality.
What have you got on the guy who brought these in?
Goes by the name of Percy B. Shelley. Gave an address. 15 Poland Street, London, Tulare County.
Can you give us a description of the man who pawned these rings?
Not sure. Medium height, medium build. Dark hair, I think. Sorry. He just had one of those forgettable faces.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Bremner.
Okay. Percy B. Shelley with the London Street address. It's, and like, obviously. And the poem that we found, Prometheus Unbound. Okay, so it's a serial killer. Oh, wait, there's a shooty shoot. I want to go do the shooty shoot. That's going to require me... I don't know where my car is. Sorry, like I said, I literally just woke up. I am not, like, firmly awake. Okay, so pull a UE, take a left on second.
Phelps!
We have a problem.
We could have the local troopers check out the Tulare County address.
The address is bogus. Turk is having fun with us. The guy who's been sending the Dahlia letters is also the guy who...
Of course I just missed second, so... Guess I'll take a left on first.
pawned these rings.
How do you figure that?
Percy Bysshe Shelley wrote the poem that came with the Dahlia letter. If the Dahlia letters are genuine, then the man who killed Elizabeth Short may have also killed Deirdre Mullen.
And how do we prove that, Phelps?
Like, we just told you how we prove it.
We're gonna have to rely on this guy tripping up on his own vanity.
Holy shit, I'm getting good at driving.
Watch where you're driving, you maniac!
Why do I even say it? Why do I say I'm getting good at driving? Every time I say I'm getting good at driving, I hit something.
Pounds of highly dangerous metallic sodium head for destruction in Lake Lenore, Washington. The government surplus chemical ignites and explodes when wet. The alkali lake is devoid of fish and forms an admirable disposal spot. Through a foot of ice. As the water seeps in, smoke rises through a series of muffled explosions. The acrid clouds billow several thousand feet over the steep sides of the lake.
Any Central Unit, 459 suspects to be taken into custody at the trolley station on Lucas Avenue. Stand by for further.
This is car 11 King. Go ahead with the further.
You should have iced those folks. You leave no witnesses, you stay out of the
I'm
post.
not riding all the way to Santa Ana and then on to Cincinnati with you pissing in my
But
ear.
I'm tired of always being on the lam.
I don't have a choice. Stick-up charge is still a stick-up charge, and I ain't going back inside.
How's my ankle? It hurts. It really does. It's
You're
better
both coming with
today.
me. Don't do anything stupid.
God damn it, another car chase. Like, by the way, I really am impressed with how well every boat in this game handles. Like, I've never had a game where I've got to handle so many boats at once. Yeah, no shit they escaped? No shit? You think they escaped? We gotta get this.
You should have iced those folks. You leave no witnesses, you stay out of the
I'm
poke.
not riding all the way to Santa Ana and then on to Cincinnati with you pissing in my
But
ear.
I'm tired of always being on the lam.
I don't have a choice. A stick-up charge is still a stick-up charge, and I ain't going back inside.
Like, I really, I
both coming
sincerely,
with me.
the
Don't do anything
game's
stupid.
vehicle mechanic is not the best. See? Like, didn't even fucking touch the wall, and I crammed.
You gotta get me closer.
Small gates, small entries, it's almost like threading a fucking needle. Like that? You hit that fucking barricade, I can burst through light posts, but man, don't let me touch a fucking barricade. By the way, how is this dude off-roading through fucking everything?
I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
Yeah, Rusty, that would have been great, like, 3 blocks back when I was right beside the motherfucker.
Show me your hands.
Jesus.
Car 11K calling KGPL.
Just let me shoot
Code
people.
4 at the Lucas Avenue trolley station.
Stop making me chase them and let me shoot them. It's the 40s, I'm a cop, and it's LA. Where the hell? Oh my god, it's on the other side of the fucking city? Okay. I guess I want to get on 6th. Take that across. Oh my god. Like, all this game had to do was give me a driving map. Like, just a waypoint or something, so I didn't have to be, like, stopping every block. What they think, that players would memorize the layout of 1947 LA throughout the course of the game?
calm
You see,
down.
and that's why I don't fucking touch my goddamn brake there.
Up ahead, you turn left. I need you to take a left at the next corner.
Which corner? The one I just passed or this one?
You don't need to turn here. Up ahead, you turn left.
Rest.
KGPL to all units. Citizen reports man with a...
I literally just left that area. I mean, it's a man with a gun, though, so I definitely want it.
Union and Rockwood Street. Union and Rockwood Street. Unit to handle code
You drive.
2 identified.
I need to go over the case notes.
I mean, I definitely want it, because there's a guy with a gun, and that means I can shoot people, but...
KGPL to all units. Citizen reports man with a gun. Union and Rockwood Street. Union and Rockwood Street. Unit to handle code 2 identified.
This is going to be another one of those where it makes me do, like, 8 missions before I get to the fucking body. So we leave a body festering in the Los Angeles sun.
Okay, go ahead.
11 King. Citizen reports man with a gun at the intersection of Union Avenue and Rockwood Street. 11 King, code 2.
God damn it! I said cough it up. I'm not gonna say it again. Say
Can I shoot this guy?
That's it, old man. I've had enough of your gibberish.
Oh, he's a murderer.
Give it up, LAPD.
The nerve of some. Hurry! You can still catch him.
I mean, like, probably fucking not, ma'am. By the way, armed man running through everybody's back. Yeah, no shit. He went that way. Like, I am not fucking running for you. I am not running after you. I am sorry. Have you looked at me? I am not a svelte fucking figure, sir. If you wanted to live, you should have put the gun down. We lost count. We've lost count of how many people we've murdered. We've killed a lot of folks. There are a lot of dead people in LA that are directly attributable to us.
You can
Rusty,
drive.
I'll let you drive, Rusty. It's on the other side of the city, and I don't want to be streaming until midnight. Well, his badge is 1247, so I think that the goal is to actually kill 1,247 people, and then you win the game.
We should keep this development with the ring under our hat until we speak with the captain.
We're all on the same team, Rusty.
Chain of command, Phelps. The skipper will decide who needs to know. You got it?
I get it, Rusty. I just don't like it.
Is she naked or clothed? She's clothed. Okay, so we got away from the everyone's naked part of this.
I look after all the rail depots.
What have you got?
The Negro, Nelson Gaines, called it in. I came down here to make sure him and the other guy, Jameson, stuck around.
Okay.
Jameson found the body?
Something like that. Guy makes me sick.
We'll talk to the coroner. Keep an eye on both of them. What have we got here?
White female, approximately 40 years of age, lipstick smudges on the face, but no writing, at least nothing legible. A blunt force trauma to the temple, nose, and eye regions. Ligature marks point to the probable cause of death being strangulation.
Any idea of the time of death?
From her temperature, after midnight would be my guess.
Another dead body.
Smell?
Very good. There is the usual evacuation smell. but it appears she's been living rough for quite some time.
Very strong smell of alcohol.
Well, the autopsy will tell.
By the way,
I would
usual
assume-
evacuation smell is a euphemism for when she died, she pooped herself. Which is a real thing that happens. Your body tends to evacuate itself upon death.
Another missing ring.
Certainly seems I've been swabbing a lot of bare fingers recently.
Her
Can you
nails.
be more exact about the time of death?
No later than 2 a.m. The state the body was in, a 1 or 2 hour window is the best I can do.
They actually have like a plug they screw into your ass when you die to keep the fluids from leaking. Don't ask me how I know that. I probably read it somewhere. But yeah, there is a post-mortem butt plug. Dear Evelyn, I hope this letter finds you in a better way than when we last parted. Bitter words were exchanged. You had taken too much liquor, and we both know that makes you become. I'm not writing to harass and accuse her. I'm writing to apologize. I was heartbroken seeing what had become my little girl and what she is doing to herself. You are destroying your body and your soul with liquor, Evelyn. It is harder for me to watch than you can imagine. But only God Almighty above us has the right to judge, and so I beg forgiveness. I've been in contact with a sanitarium here in Connecticut on your behalf. They say your condition is an illness and that it can be treated. You only need to check yourself in. It will not blank. Also, I'm rewatching Black Sails right now.
We could go over to the lot and see what they know about her.
That's going to be difficult, Cole. Keystone Studio lot closed back in 41.
Oh, so the film lot closed. She lost her job and she drinks too much. Another bar.
Maybe someone at Mensch's will remember her. This is a chit for personal items, not booze. It's an angle worth investigating.
Huh. Well, that was it. That was all of the evidence. Literally, it was on her body and nothing else. Let's go to the game well and call that in real quick. I swear to God, there's game wells everywhere in this world. Like, why would there be a game well for the LAPD in the middle of a rail yard? What's the point of that?
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on Levine's Liquor. Closest store to the Santa Fe Avenue rail yard, if possible.
Just a moment, Detective. Closest store would be the one at 939 South Hope Street.
Thanks for your help.
Okay. Now let's go question our witnesses so that we can accuse them of crimes they definitely didn't do. Because it's never as simple as we found her and the people who found her body and called it in to us.
Detective Phelps and Galloway, Homicide. Can you tell me exactly what happened?
We were shutting cars over to the main line when I saw this man here lying on top of this woman. The woman wasn't moving and seemed to be in a bad way.
Oh, God, no.
What time was this?
About 7:30 this
Oh,
morning.
God,
sir.
no.
Thanks for your help. Have you given Patrolman Hart your detail?
I have, sir.
Thank you. You can go now.
That is the least problematic interaction we have had with a minority in this entire game. That really is. That is... Alright,
Detective
let's talk to the corpse
Phelps,
fucker.
LAPD Homicide.
John Ferdinand Jameson.
We need you to answer some questions, John.
If you don't mind, I prefer Ferdinand.
Don't push your luck, knucklehead.
What were you doing to the body, Ferdinand?
Are you sure you won't be upset?
I'm gonna be upset. Like, if you have to ask, yes, I'm going to be upset.
I was kissing her. It's not against the law.
Shut up.
There's no law against
I mean, like, yes, there actually is a law against it in a lot of places. It's called abuse of a corpse. Because corpses have a special status at law.
Carmine. Is this yours, Ferdinand?
No. I found it near her purse. I thought she could use some lipstick.
Rusty, stop! Don't hit him.
I mean, like, maybe hit him just a little.
You went through her purse?
It wasn't like she needed it. Took a look.
Did you take any money?
Wasn't any to take. I found her lipstick and her matchbook over on the mat. Not much else.
You found the body?
Yes, I did. I work here.
Not for long
Went
if
off
you're
shift,
kissing
headed
corpses.
Why didn't you report the body, Jameson? Do you know how this is going to look to a jury?
A jury? What gives? I could tell that she was dead. I came through here about midnight last night. She wasn't here then.
Let me belt him again.
You're under arrest, Jameson. We'll see how this plays out. Until then, you can think a little on how you'd like to be treated if you were found dead.
I'd want it stuck up my ass.
Me and some friends of mine.
Me and some friends out. It's not illegal. Me and some friends of mine. There's a necrophilia ring at the Santa Fe rail yards. There are. You have friends involved in this with you? There are other people who are a part of this? Are you the corpse kissers? Do you have a special handshake? What's going on? Oh my god!
I'm at a loss.
I say we try the liquor store next. I could get a short dog for the car.
Well, we all know what we do in these situations. Ooh, but there's a new one. The crime scene car. Oh, choices. Choices. I could steal the coroner's wagon or the crime scene photographer's car. I have habits going here.
You gotta be kidding. We're driving this?
That's the closest liquor store to the rail yard. It's literally on the other side of the fucking town. What does she do? Take a bus? Hey, probably. I don't know why the idea of her taking a bus surprises me. It really shouldn't. They're a valid form of transportation. Alright, so I want to pull a Yui. Go up to 4th. Take a right on 4th. Follow it as it turns into 3rd. Then take a left on Main and go down to 6th. I could just follow 4th all the way up to Hope Street. Yeah, that's what I'll do. By the way, this is exactly how I am when I'm actually driving a car and I need to figure out directions. Like, this is exactly what I do. I'm like, okay, so I want to take a right on Main and then a left on 2nd and then...
Read that those goddamn Chinese want to sell the relief food that we're sending them?
Yeah. Yeah, I read about that.
These people are starving. They can't do that.
They want to sell the food to fund the civil war against the communists.
Like, that guy didn't even wait. That guy took off the second he saw me coming. Look at him.
Guess that's okay, then.
Armies can't fight without food. You spend all your money on weapons, but you still have to have the will to fight. Fortunately, the Reds will win in China.
Watch your mouth. You know what you're saying?
The people of this country overthrew a king. You think the Chinese will balk at an emperor if they are starving?
Like, that one guy. I was a good distance away from him, and he's just like, fuck. It's that cop from the papers. I better run like hell before he runs me down. Oh. Like, I should put the game in color so we can see the colors. However, I've now played so much of the game in black and white that I feel it would spoil it if I put it in color so you could see the colors. Like, we've been playing it like it's an old noir movie. And I'm enjoying that. You know, I'm not sure if most meat wagons have sirens, but I can say it doesn't surprise me it does. Because in this time period, a lot of times the meat wagon would double as an ambulance, believe it or not. Like, most ambulances were operated by police departments and medical examiners. So I'm not especially surprised. I'll tell you what, I'll put the color on for the first case of the next desk. And then we'll decide whether we'll Turner Classic Movies this bitch.
Jesus, Phelps!
We'll Ted Turner the game, immediately make it color. Oh. Wow, the traffic's actually pretty light in Los Angeles today. Oh, it's Dragor. Hey, folks, remember, after this stream at 6 p.m. Eastern, Dragor on his channel will be doing Doom. Like, we were going to do more than one case today, and I slept late, so... Oh, sorry, I'm not as high energy today. I'm sorry. It's like nothing like I'm not feeling bad. I'm not anything like that. I slept too long last night. So, like, I'm having trouble.
What can I do for you? LAPD, Phelps and Galloway.
Jumping into the energy.
The murder of Evelyn Summers.
Oh, do you
Evelyn?
know? Yeah, he knows her.
Okay. You knew Evelyn Summers, Mr.
Robbins. Yes, I knew Evelyn. I was a good friend of her ex-husband. She kept some of her stuff here.
Can you show us, please?
Sure. Come this way.
You got some fine stock here, Mr. Robbins. Well, you let us take some for the road, this case might get solved a lot quicker.
Yeah, that's
He's joking,
technically probably. He's not.
I'm guessing Evelyn hadn't held down a job for quite some time before she was killed. Rawlings Bowling Alley. Maybe Evelyn did something other than drink in her spare time.
Rawlings. I know that place. Corner of 9th and Grand. A lot of cops bowl there on Tuesday nights.
When exactly did Evelyn work in the pictures?
A few years ago. She worked in legal copyrights for music.
Uh-huh.
She wasn't always such a loner. Evelyn was reading Aristotle?
Evelyn wasn't stupid. The only stupid thing about her was her need to drink.
And she was borrowing books from Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's it? That's everything we needed from in here? That's all? Okay. Like... I don't know why...
We're trying to account for Evelyn's movements yesterday.
She came by in the morning.
A social visit? To pick up some of her things?
She had a couple of bucks and bought a quart of rye.
I think that's the truth.
Any idea where the money came from?
She didn't mention it. But she did say the booze was a present for a boy.
Oh.
She said they had been fighting and she had to make it up to her.
Were you and Evelyn close, Mr. Robbins?
Not many people will be sad she's gone.
That's not...
Maybe one of the few.
Okay. I was about to say, that's not really an answer.
When Evelyn bought the booze, did she say who she was meeting or where she was going?
A young drinking friend of hers, I think. Don't recall his name.
Do you know a friend of Evelyn's by the name of McCaffrey?
Not personally.
We're struggling for leads, Robbins. Did she know McCaffrey?
She idolized him. From what I gather, the feeling was far from mutual.
Oh.
He seems to peddle a revolutionary stance, fixing the ills of
okay.
society. You could see how it would appeal to down-and-outs like Evelyn.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Robbins.
No problem. Hey, I'd like to make arrangements for the funeral.
Would you now?
You think I could get in touch with Evelyn's mother?
Do you know
Give a
how?
call to the watch commander at Central Station, Mr. Robbins. He'll be trying to reach the next of kin.
Thanks. Get the guy, huh? Evelyn never hurt anybody.
And we don't know that. Evelyn could have hurt a lot of people. We're assuming she didn't, but in all reality.
You've got to be kidding.
Why are you surprised at this point? Hey! Psst! Psst! You have a scratching post. Use that, not the furniture. Don't you love it when I stream from upstairs? Need to take a left on 8th. And right on Grand. Okay. Something like this isn't a very far place to go at all. It's right there. I always come up very close to hitting someone. Saved by the cutscene yet again. Oh.
Hello, Rusty. 2 on your usual lane?
I'm Detective Phelps. Homicide.
You must be new. What's your shoe size?
Men's size 8.
We're conducting an investigation, ma'am. Do you know the name Evelyn Summers?
Sounds like I should. Oh, maybe it could be Jimmy's friend.
Jimmy?
James Tiernan. He's a pin setter. One day he introduced me to a lady after work. It stuck in my mind because she was much older, too old for him.
Where can we find Jimmy, Florence?
He'll be hopping around the lanes toward the back.
Thanks, ma'am. Let's go get him.
That was probably him who just took out running out the side door.
Tiernan! LAPD!
Of course. We always gotta chase a dipshit. Stay away from the car! We're gonna murder a lot of people!
There!
God, just...
What are you waiting for? Get after him!
We might go faster if we weren't carrying the extra weight. These are flashy cars to be parked outside a bowling alley.
The lanes attract a fast-living individual with money to burn, Cole.
Or a middle-aged individual with the need to feel virile.
Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
You already got one of them.
Hit it. Clean this asshole off the road. Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
Another runner. Well, at least we've got a suspect.
Why do they always run? I'm sure we've got the wrong person in more than one of these homicides,
Why
but they always seem to lam it.
You know, your theory.
Why do they always run?
By any means.
As the man who has gained a reputation for
Hit
shooting.
him, Cole. Spit him out.
Literally just did, dipshit!
If this isn't the killer, we can at least get him for reckless endangerment.
That's unless he runs into a wall and saves us all the trouble.
How far is this guy driving on a car with a busted ass tire through Los Angeles?
Whoa, looks like we're going into the tunnels.
God damn it, he'll kill himself.
It's all right, as long as he doesn't kill us, I'm okay with it. Ah, god damn it, the train up ahead. Watch out, Cole. Joyride is over, kid.
Phelps, you gotta get me closer.
Dude, we are right on his ass!
That is the end of that. It's about fucking time. Don't catch that.
Give it up, LAPD!
My legal opinion of the game, everything in it is illegal now. Now, the thing is these rights weren't exactly explicit then. And, like, the courts have a bad tendency of interpreting case law in a way that gives the police much more latitude than we would ever dream on actually giving them.
You know the way. You can drive.
Alright, let's go to Mention's Bar. Get some of that old-timey anti-Semitism going. Jesus, I fucking hate this game. Like, it's period-appropriate writing, but they seem to revel in it a little too much. Like, we didn't need to make Rusty Galloway a wife-beating drunk who's a misogynist. I mean, like, yeah, it's period-appropriate that he is, but Stefan Bukowski was a good man, for the most part.
Drink, fellas.
Phelps, Galloway, Homicide. We need to ask you some questions concerning Evelyn Summers.
I'm Walter Mensch. Evelyn Summers, what is it now?
You knew Evelyn?
As well as I wanted to know.
This guy's
Evelyn.
in everything.
Pain in the ass, always coming in here, cadging drinks, never had any money. He was in just a couple of nights ago.
Did she ever tell you where she was staying?
I don't know. I think she was living rough. She had that kind of stunk about her.
Who did she drink with?
A bunch of these guys. Ask around.
A bunch of these guys ask around. Literally one person in the bar. Just literally one person. She drank with a bunch of the guys.
What's your name?
Like that one. The only one.
Mind if I ask you some questions, Mr. McCaffrey?
I'm just a starving writer, detective. What do you want to ask about?
Evelyn Summers, and why she was found beaten and strangled in the rail depot on Santa Fe.
Okay. I see your point.
How well did you know her?
I can't say that I knew her. It was more like I was aware of her.
Do you have a criminal record, Mr. McCaffrey?
Nothing serious. I've had a few skirmishes.
Yeah, that's a lie. You're a lying bastard.
You want to save me some time, or do you want me to look up your file?
Industrial disputes, strikes, workers' rights, that kind of thing.
And necrophilia.
Nice to meet you, Conrad.
Just that one, I just kissed him a little though. It was okay.
You say you barely knew Evelyn?
Yes, that is correct.
Oh, oh my God. Your facial expression
You're lying, McCaffrey.
is so
You
bad.
looked down your nose at Evelyn, but you knew her, and you have some idea of what happened.
I hope you're holding aces. I'm telling you again, I barely knew the woman.
Like, trying to act like such a...
Why would you lend her your book on metaphysics if you only knew her in passing? It was more than that. A Renaissance man like yourself, lending his books to his acolytes.
She hounded me about that goddamn book, and then she lifts it from my apartment and lies to my face that she didn't take it, as if she could even comprehend any of it. I saw her go into a hotel with Tiernan last night. They had booze in a paper bag. He's your man.
Thank you for the information, Mr. McCaffrey.
Like Rusty's dead set on getting his ass into that car.
11 King.
A message from Captain Donnelly. Return to Central. Code 2.
11 King, en route. Let's not keep the man waiting, Phelps.
Okay. So we're back to the police department now? Which is... which way? Just straight up Main to 1st Street. Okay. Turn on the siren. I've gotten better at this driving thing. Ha! I said it and didn't wreck! I'm a Greek god! I made it all the way back to the station without hitting somebody. I made it all the way back to the station without causing a wreck.
The captain is downstairs with Ray Pinker and Carruthers.
I'm so happy with myself. I got from point A to point B without killing anyone for once.
Oh, yeah.
What's this about?
Rub those bits.
Albert the Bear, thank you.
Concerns over the Henry and Muller cases, which I don't want aired outside of this room.
The evidence is solid, Captain.
I agree, Rusty. It's just that corpses keep piling up.
Copycats.
I've been banging the same drum. But the notes and the lipstick messages.
HB.
Evelyn Summers.
I'm gonna get me a
Cartel
couple ice,
Classic
man.
Carmine. Each woman,
High five.
same brand, same color.
Thank you.
Teresa Terrelson didn't have a lipstick message.
Technically, you're right, Rusty. She didn't have any lipstick, but she did have a message. We found it beneath her dress, scraped with a sharp stick.
What did
Oh,
it say?
wow.
Sure you want
That's
to know?
disgusting.
As far as we can be sure, it said cunt BD.
That's one way of looking at it.
Looking at what?
Cunt is all about access, Phelps. You're married. Yours is mortgaged. Some of us like to pay by installments.
Jesus fuck, Rusty!
Doesn't like to pay at all.
Why are you so angry, Mal?
Why are you not?
Fire one of my assistants. He was a friend of Jameson's. God knows what he might have been up to.
Captain, we have good leads in the Summers case, but it's up to you to decide how we proceed.
Keep this under your hat for now. Follow up on Evelyn Summers. I want daily reports.
Daily reports, like I have all of the suspects. There will be no more reports. They're all here in the police station. We got the necrophile.
Back to the Summers case. Get an address for McCaffrey. He'll have blown the bar. I'll meet you outside.
Why am I using a payphone in the police station?
Operator, give me R&I.
Like, couldn't I just walk over?
Putting you through now.
Yeah, the bum took a swipe at me.
Phelps,
Put him down
badge
myself.
1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address for a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Grosvenor McCaffrey. Apartment 6, 126 Yale Street, between Ord and Alpine.
Thanks, ma'am.
Alright, should I interview these people at all? Like, do I have anybody to interview?
Bronco, give me a hand. I got
No, okay. I thought they brought the necrophile and the Tiernan guy back over here. Did we just let the necrophile go? Hey, he's just kissing girls.
Let me pose a question.
Depends. What's it got to do with it?
Morals. Would it bother you to put the...
Alright, so... I'm facing this way, so I want to take a left on Broadway, take the tunnel up. Alright, yeah, I can do that.
Wrong person away.
Depends.
On what?
On whether anyone except the poor son of a bitch in the slammer ever found out.
I mean, did everybody else caught the fact that the coroner just said he had to fire one of his assistants because he was in the necrophile ring? Correct? Like, I'm not the only one who caught that. That the coroner was like, I'm upset. I had to fire my assistant because he was a friend of the corpse kisser. By the way, that would have been a good L.A. Noire case. L.A. Noire, the case of the corpse kissing ring. Like, they called this the studio secretary murder, and it feels very straightforward. They could have called it the corpse kissers. The corpse kissing murder. Like, that would have been a good noir name. L.A. Noire, the corpse kissing murder.
McCaffrey is in apartment 6. Looks like anybody's home.
Why am I not surprised? By the way, once again, you can't fucking do that. You can't just kick in the door to an apartment.
He said he was at home. He said he didn't know her. And we have the book.
Let's see Carruthers argue his way out of this one.
Is that you, Grosvenor? Who are you guys? What are you doing in here?
We're from the LAPD, ma'am. Do you know where we might find McCaffrey?
I'm his neighbor. Is he in trouble?
Look, lady, we need to find him, and in a hurry. Are you gonna give me trouble?
He has a pigeon coop up on the roof. He spends his mornings up there when he's been drinking.
How do we get up there?
Down the hall and up the stairs.
Drunk and in command of a carrier pigeon. Surely we can write him up for that. A citation, at least.
Oh my God. Rusty. Rusty, you've trapped us. Rusty, why'd you follow me into the corner? Rusty, no! I can't get out! Jesus!
It doesn't appear to be connected.
Like, imagine how intimidating that is, by the way. Like, you were just there and your partner walked up and would not let you out.
This isn't what we're looking for.
Gee, are you sure? Long before you're here. Oh, it's the other half of the letter.
From the letter we found beside the body. At the very least, I'd say it ties McCaffrey to the scene.
Alright, so she said there's what, a doorway at the end of the hall? Goes up to the roof. Didn't she say there was a doorway at the end of the hall that goes up to the roof?
Stabbed her husband and then pushed him in front of the car? That's the cop who caught her.
Grosvenor McCaffrey! Running on a hangover, McCaffrey? Sit down and we'll talk.
I'll go get our wheels.
Okay, so I've got to chase this guy. Why do they always run? Like, wouldn't it make some degree of sense just once for them to not run from me?
You a runner, McCaffrey? Stay and fight the good fight.
Jesus Christ, what are you saying? You're chasing this man through the city of Los Angeles. He's not going to stop for you, and we all know this.
Give it up, LAPD.
There he is, officer!
God damn it!
Can't we talk about this?
Cable Oreo will thank you so much for your subscription. You're now an honorary badge app. It means you're just like one of my real kids, but I'll acknowledge your existence when you come in the room.
We need to get downtown and wrap this thing up. It's got to be McCaffrey.
Like, we don't really need to get downtown.
Kieran set him up. You don't think that asshole Jameson could have done it, do you? Whoever did it. It wasn't that Dahlia fuck.
How do you know that McCaffrey didn't do the Dahlia?
We have a list of over 200 suspects. His name was never on it.
Holy shit, I threaded the needle on that one.
Rusty, who am I to argue?
Listen, let's just work the case. God, you're gonna kill us! Listen, let's just work the case at hand, shall we? Then we can sit down and put all the puzzle pieces together at a later date.
I'll hold you to that.
Hey, okay. So who do we think actually did these murders? Oh, this is a one-way street. Oh, good, it's not. I just merely thought it was. I think Rusty did it. I think Rusty did all of them. I think Rusty's the back value killer. I think that's the twist in the next mission. Is that we find out that Rusty has been taking out his rage and his 3 divorces on everyone.
It's either McCaffrey or Tiernan, sir. I think Jameson is an aberration.
No shit.
All right. I'll deal with that degraded lunatic myself.
Oh God, please
He's got
stop
some
beating
fearful
people.
retribution coming.
Please stop beating people, Cap.
I want a confession from one of them. Don't fail me, young Phelps.
You ready to answer some questions?
You think I have all the answers?
People who run from the police usually have something to hide.
Touché, detective. Let's see where this takes us.
Evelyn died sometime around midnight. Remind me, where were you?
I was at home, writing. I'm working on a manuscript.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You were out at the rail yard.
Oh my God.
And what do you have that proves I was there?
A tire iron that you used to beat someone to death? Oh, wait.
How about half of Augusta Summers' last
letter.
correspondence with her daughter?
What are you talking about?
Trey?
After you were done beating Evelyn, you searched her and found her mother's letter. That old lady's anguish amused you.
I know nothing about a letter or Evelyn's goddamn mother.
So what was it doing on your writing desk?
I don't know, but if I didn't put it there, somebody else did. Try exercising your powers of deduction on that.
I mean, like, I don't have to. My partner's just gonna punch you in the face here in a moment. All right, let's go to
I'm thinking of
interview
moving
one.
up to a 45. I want.
Trey.
Why did you run, Tiernan?
I was the last one to see Evelyn that night. I knew you would think it was me.
Can you describe your relationship with Evelyn?
I barely knew Evelyn.
Horse shit. What do I have in evidence?
Sounds like half an answer to me, Tiernan. Were you sleeping with her?
That's none of your business.
Aristotle's Metaphysics, the book that belonged to McCaffrey.
McCaffrey saw her looking at her once and laughed in her face.
Trey!
And you're saying Evelyn stole it.
She wanted something of his.
You don't like
God,
that,
I am
do you,
just
Tiernan?
flunking the fuck out of this investigation.
He's full of the common man routine, but he props up a bar like the rest of us. Evelyn thought he was going to be a great novelist. He had nothing but vitriol for her.
You and Evelyn were drinking together last night, and she had no other place to stay.
I don't know what happened last night. I don't remember.
You're lying, Tiernan. You'd been fighting with her. You fought, and
I'm not lying. She got up and left. That was it.
you don't ask, you never find out. Come on, Tiernan.
I have failed
Told her
every
where she
fucking
left
one
the
of
hotel.
these.
Why did she leave?
Look, I may have yelled at her. I was very drunk. It's hard to remember.
This guy's hard to read.
Do you own a car, Tiernan?
No, I don't.
Have access to a lug wrench?
Yeah, we use a lot of them to clear jams in the pin setting machines.
I want the truth. I think you broke into McCaffrey's apartment and planted a lug wrench there.
I didn't do that, and there's no way you can prove any different. As hard as this is for you to contemplate...
Holy shit, I
really loved Evelyn. She was kind and gentle to me.
Evelyn was missing a ring from her right hand.
That's strange. She always wore it. Big black circular disc with a white E in the middle.
Oh my god.
It was made from an old typewriter key, present from the prop department at her old movie studio.
We're going to talk to McCaffrey. You need to think about what you've told us, Tiernan. You're not in the clear.
It's okay. Rusty did it. Oh god, Rusty's angry.
Need a drink. I got the jitters again.
Like, Rusty's not even going to the interrogations with me anymore.
Find another fall guy, detective. I'm done.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need the jacket on a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Just a moment, Detective. McCaffrey was formerly under surveillance by the Red Squad. Convictions for petty theft. Dishonorable discharge from the Army during training at Syracuse. Assault on a local woman. Says he almost beat the woman to death.
Thanks for your help.
Okay.
You were in the war?
Yes, I was. Seeing the things that I saw, it changes a man. I came back here determined to change things. All I wanted was a pen and an opportunity to speak out.
You told us before that you had only minor run-ins with the police. You didn't mention petty theft.
I've never been in trouble for violence. That's the salient point here, isn't it?
You're lying, McCaffrey. You have a history of violence towards women.
How do you turn a couple parking tickets and a petty theft misdemeanor into an assault charge?
We know all about you and
Okay,
your
so we're just gonna pin it on this
discharge.
guy.
Beating some poor woman near to death in Syracuse. You've never been in combat, McCaffrey. Your whole life is a fraud.
She was a goddamn peasant whore!
Oh,
She
shit!
opened my wallet. I could have fought for this country. I could have...
You beat her because she stole from you. Because she tried to outsmart you.
The ignorant audacity of the bitch. What is a man supposed to do? Sit there and take it? How is a man supposed to call himself a man?
And Evelyn Summers, a poor, drunken nobody, stole your book.
And she got what was coming to her.
I can't read what they are. Is a charge? Yeah.
Grosvenor
Yeah,
McCaffrey,
I don't
I'm
care whether you
charging
did or not. You're
murder
just
of Evelyn
you're
Summers.
going to jail for
She was a
that
sad
rant.
lady who never hurt anyone except herself. I hope God finds a way to forgive you.
Congratulations, boys. You bagged the fine catch. Another red to boot. Grand. Now, I want you to put this business about a repeat offender out of your mind. This McCaffrey creature shows no remorse. And neither will the grand jury. You would have to walk a long mile to find a better candidate for an unmarked plot in the prison graveyard.
Like the Tiernan guy, I feel bad for. The McCaffrey guy, I don't. I don't feel bad for McCaffrey. At fucking all. I think this may be my lowest damage case. Oh, a war flashback.
We have lost most of Shaughnessy and Dunn's squad. The gunny is dead. First platoon is in worse shape. That medic is either crazy or the bravest man alive.
Can we rally with the first and try for the Nambus?
It's sheer to the left. To the right, it goes right through a pass with 2 Nambus and enfilade.
Mate,
we can lose everyone.
Lieutenant, get back off this fucking bridge. They'll start walking the mortars back to their own positions. We only have minutes. I'm in charge here, Sergeant. Get your men off the bridge, Lieutenant. What's your unit, Sergeant? We don't have time for this, Lieutenant. What's your unit, Sergeant? I company 22nd Marines, Lieutenant, and we just saved your ass by fording the river. My orders are to reconnoiter the... I think that point is now moot. You have 10 men left. My orders are to save what's left. Move out!
Okay. So that'll wrap up the case of the studio secretary murder and bring us to the case of the Quarter Moon murders, which is where we'll stop today because I don't want to run over into drag or stream at 6 p.m. I will be back tomorrow at 7 p.m. though with more LA Noire to finish up the Homicide desk. Thank you so much for joining me this Sunday. I'm sorry we got started late. Like I said, I overslept. If you enjoy this and you enjoy the stuff we do, you can always support us by tossing your bits all up in my face by subscribing using Twitch Prime. If you're an Amazon Prime member, you get a free Twitch subscription each month. You can go to streamlabs.com/Boozy Badger or boozybadger.com and slide a tip into the bank account, just the tip though. Or go to patreon.com/lawyers and and become one of our monthly Patreon supporters. And if you don't want to do any of those, don't worry about it. I do this because I like to hang out with you. I like to spend time with you. I like to bring, hopefully, some entertainment into your day. So above all, just come back again tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern. And thank you for inviting me into your house this weekend and for coming into mine. Until tomorrow, I'm Boozy Badger. You are not. You have a wonderful evening. Goodbye.